Alright guys, Baz back again with another video, and as you can see I've gone out today, let me just move the camera up, and bought myself Dark Eldar Witches. Now I said back in the other video that I wanted to go down like and ally them up with Slaanesh, like demons and stuff like that. That was a good idea at the time, but when I've been speaking to Percy from Games Workshop, the store manager today, he's a bit like me, he just tells it like it is, you know. And he said, well, why? It doesn't make no sense. Obviously the backstory was the Dark Eldar accidentally created Slaanesh God or whatever it was. But I think it's going to be a bit too complicated and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is just have a Dark Eldar witch army. Well, predominantly Dark Eldar witches. I'm going to have 2 units of the Cavalite warriors as well, but everything else is just going to be witches. So yeah, without further ado, here we go. So I've made them up. There's only 2, well, there's several points really that I'm not too happy with. I'm not a big fan of slaughter bases, but I can kind of understand why they've done it like that. Basically, because if you try to glue that foot to a normal base, the contact that you've got is very small, so it's prone to just like damage. Basically, you're gonna snap it. So I can kind of see why they made it a slaughter base, and in that respect I think Games Workshop have to kind of come up with maybe a new sculpt for these, maybe, so they're not all just on one foot as if they were running. Maybe have some static poses and whatever. Yeah, and also putting them together for me was a bit tricky because I'm used to building like chunkier models like Tau battle suits and Space Marines, etc. Basically, like, I'm 6'6", 17.5 stone, and I've got fingers like pig's tits. Yeah, so trying to hold like a little thing in my hand, there's a joke there somewhere, and keep it, you know, so I can kind of glue them all together. It was just a bit fiddly, but I got there in the end. So guys, yeah, that's them all built up. Colour scheme wise, I'm gonna, well, purple's gonna be my colour for my army, but I wanted to do something a bit like what you see on the box art, but instead of obviously having like green highlights, they're going to be purple instead. So black armour type thing with green with purple edge highlighting, basically. Also, it was a toss up between these and getting the Razor Wing jet fighter, so I'm going to get that next time and have that painted up soon, hopefully. Yeah, I like the way these models have come out. There's there's like a dynamic pose in every one. I thought they'd be quite limited how you could put them together, but like the poses, but they are pretty good. You're limited to the way the legs are positioned, because there's only like 9 sets of legs. Basically, you just change obviously the upper body and position of the arms and heads and whatever, but the legs are all the same pretty much in a running pose, and slightly different I suppose, but yeah. So guys, that's it. Stay tuned for more updates on these, and please like and subscribe. Leave comments down below what you think of the army, what you think should be in the army. It gives me a little heads up and stuff what I could buy for it. Yeah guys, right, so I'll see you all later on. Ta-ra.